Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV.
And I'm Carrie Smoot Manning from the Village Spa.
And today we are here at the Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra office, which is a very nice office. As you can see, we have a music background here. And our first guest is Mary Briggs, who's the CEO of the orchestra, and she's going to tell us all about some great things they have coming up this month.
And then our next guest is Mr. Frank Soule. He's here with the Island Rec Center telling us about, although we only have a few weeks of summer left, they're still jam-packed, and all of their good news they have going on, which is very interesting. And
our final guest is Miss Robin Townsend, who's going to come today as a DeFusky resident and kind of lay out the lay of the land on how the county is handling DeFusky, and it's really good. Some really good information.
Answer some really good questions that people just ask in general about DeFusky, their little hidden gem that they have. So make sure that you join us for more 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where the town of Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where DeFusky Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We're here now with Miss Mary Briggs. She is the president and CEO of the Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra. How are you this morning?
I'm great, thanks. Welcome everybody. It's great to have everybody here. This is the home of the 9 staff of the Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra. It's obviously not where we perform. The orchestra performs at First Presbyterian Church down the island a little bit, but we're just thrilled to have everybody here.
We're glad to be here.
Great.
So when does your new season begin, and are there any new events that you'd like to tell everybody about?
Sure. Our regular season runs from October to May, and this year we are introducing matinees for every single concert. Last year was so successful that we filled the church for just about every concert, so we've decided to double every concert. So we will have a Monday evening concert, and we'll have a Sunday afternoon concert for every concert. We've already started with our subscription sales and have sold over 930 subscriptions for Sundays and Mondays. There will be lots of single ticket opportunities on Sundays, so there will be lots of more accessibility for folks to come on Sundays. So that's the big change. Also, our conductor does pre-concert talks an hour before each concert, and those have become very popular. He talks about what the music's going to be, what the composer is. Sometimes he'll have the guest artist, sometimes a musician from the orchestra. And those started out with maybe 100 people came to those, and now the church is half full. They come because he's so engaging as he talks about the concert. So
well, for someone that may be new to it, also, that's really
it's neat. You know, you have a lot of people that are new to the music that want to learn about the concert, but you have a lot of our regulars too that want to know some new inside tip on what's going to happen during the concert. So we just had a wonderful year last year, and so it was necessary for us to double everything up this year.
Growth is a good problem to have.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
I may have the biggest question of all here. Will Maestro Russell be returning this year?
Well, that was very exciting. He will indeed. We just signed him for another 4-year contract. And, you know, he's, in addition to being our music director and conductor, he's also the conductor of the Cincinnati Pops, which is one of the biggest orchestras in the country. And he just recently conducted out at the Hollywood Bowl over the 4th of July. So he's a very big, popular conductor. So for us to have him as our music director is pretty significant, and to sign him for another 4 years was a coup for us. We're very excited. He loves it here, though, too. So that's how could you not? Exactly.
It's a good deal for him, too.
Exactly. Yeah, if it weren't a good deal for him, we wouldn't have him for another 4 years. He loves it. He loves our musicians. They love him. Our audience obviously loves him. So we're just thrilled to have that. We also concurrently are just on the brink of signing another 4-year contract with our musicians. So things are chugging along just really, really well.
That's good news.
Those are exciting things. The annual International Piano Competition annual event, are there changes? And I believe March, are there changes in store for that?
There are for that too. As several years ago, we went to an every other year for various ages. In the odd years, which next year will be in March 2015, we do the younger musicians, ages 13 to 17. And on the evening years, we do the older musicians, 18 to 30. We've been struggling a little bit with venue for the earlier rounds. The earlier rounds, we have 2 rounds that run 2 days each. We have 20 competitors, and we can only do 10 of them a day. We had initially done all of them at First Presbyterian Church, but March is right in the middle of Lent, and that's kind of hard on the church to have us use the church all of Lent. So last year we went to the high school, and while that was a great venue, we were there during the day, and parking was a little bit of a struggle with students and teachers and us trying to squeeze in with that too. So we're happy to say that we're going to be using the Art Center this year. And for the first 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And we think that will be a good venue for us. It's really the only thing we can use the Art Center for, because the Art Center is too small for our regular concerts. But for the earlier rounds of the competition, we can fit in there quite nicely. And it'll be a nice venue for us. There's enough parking. So that's the big change, and we think our audience will be real responsive to that. Then on Saturday, we'll return to the church for the finals, which is a concerto round. The orchestra performs, and again, we need a big space for that.
It's kind of cool to hop around venues around town. That's neat.
It is. It's a little bit of a learning curve for our audience, and about half of our audience comes from afar. There are people that actually book their visits to come each year at the time of the piano competition, which is at the same time as the Wine and Food Festival.
Wow, that works perfect.
It really is great, because some of our events occur at different times, so we try to market with each other to say, when during the day when you're not drinking wine, right? you can come to the piano competition, and at night when the competition isn't going on in the earlier rounds, you can go drink wine. So.
Another unique venue is outside, which is makes me think of Symphony Under the Stars. And in April, there's some things going on, so tell us about that.
Yes, we have big headline stars. This year, our program for Symphony Under the Stars is James Bond. So our whole program is going to be all the music of James Bond, which of course has spanned many generations. Of
40
people.
or 50 years.
Yeah, exactly. We have 2 huge Broadway stars that are coming in, and we're going to change the setup a little bit so it's more compatible with people, so we know people are going to be real excited about
That's
that.
great.
Yeah.
Well, we're almost out of time, but real quickly, are there any needs that need to be addressed with the orchestra?
Yeah. And maybe we'll talk about that next time, but we do have some significant needs. We need a piano, we need some percussion, and we'll be talking to the town about that.
Good.
Great. Well, thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
If you want any more information, please go to hhso.org. And thank you very much for being with us this morning, and make sure that you join us for more 843 TV.